Hey guys, it's MrCrayfish and welcome back to my redstone tutorials. In this tutorial today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build a secret underground entrance. So here it is. Where is it? Well, that's how secret it is. So if I go ahead and I throw this piece of cheese down onto that block there, as you can see, the entrance is now revealed and we can go down into our little secret cave down here, or secret little room. Oh hey, a like button. You should probably hit that right now. Hit that like button, guys. Let's go back up to the top here, and all we have to do is press this button here. It will shoot us up into the air, and then the entrance will now be concealed again. Probably you don't want to use grass for this. Use some other type of block that doesn't ruin the top, but you get the point. It is pretty much a secret entrance. Before we start, I just want to remind you guys of the Redstone Hub. It's where you can find all my redstone tutorials. The good thing about it is you're able to sort all my tutorials by either their category or difficulty. Now while you're watching the tutorial, you can find a list of the materials below. Clicking on them will actually take you to the wiki page. Now if you want to check it out, I'll put a card up on the screen right now, or you can go ahead and download the brand new app. Now let's get into the tutorial. So the materials that you are going to need is 26 redstone dust, 2 redstone torches, 3 redstone repeaters, 3 redstone comparators, 2 droppers, 2 hoppers, 13 sticky pistons, 1 chest, 2 stone buttons, 2 minecarts with hoppers, 2 normal rails, 8 furnaces, 4 slime blocks, and 64 blocks of your choice. So the first thing that we're going to do is decide where our hole is going to go, and this is where your entrance will be to your secret room. So let's go ahead, and what we've got to do is dig out a 2x2 hole in the ground. So this is going to be mine. Then what we've actually got to do is dig out a 6 wide by 7 long by 3 deep hole. Now where we actually got to start is kind of a little bit of a special place. So you want to come into the hole here to the top right. You're going to go on the block in front of it and then 2 blocks to the right. This is where we're going to start, but we're going to turn around again 180 and we're going to dig in this direction. So dig out this block below you, and then we're going to dig out 5 blocks to the right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6 blocks forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we're going to dig to the left here till we get in line with the start, and then dig back to the start, and then all we simply need to do is dig, or we can dig out these center blocks here. You might want to just keep track of your hole there because we'll need it for later on. So dig out the blocks in the center. And then we need to dig this hole down 2 more layers. Now come to your hole over here, and to the left and the right of the hole here, what we're going to do is leave 1 block space and then dig out these 2 blocks here, and then do that on the other side as well. Leave a block space, dig out those 2. We're going to get our redstone dust, place that down in the hole. Then we're going to get our sticky pistons and place them on top of the redstone facing into the hole here. So 2 like that, and then 2 on top. Same one on the other side, 2 there, 2 on top, and then on the bottom row of the sticky pistons we're going to place sticky pistons facing upwards in front of it. Now in front of the hole here we're going to get our block of choice, place that in front of it, and then also behind it we're going to place 2 blocks on top of the sticky pistons there. Then get your redstone and place it in front of the pistons on the front side, and then also the back side as well. Now we need to power these pistons here, and how we're going to do that is we're going to come over to this left set of them, and we're going to dig out these 2 blocks to the left of this redstone here. So dig out those 2, and then dig out this top one in front here, redstone on top, redstone repeater there, dig out the block behind it, and then we're going to place redstone behind the repeater and then connect those two redstone up by placing one there. Right click this repeater once because we want to set it to a 2 tick delay. Now we're going to copy that exactly the same over the other side. The next step is we're going to extend this redstone here 1 block towards the front and then place a redstone torch at the end of it. And then as you can see, it's going to power the pistons here and push our secret entrance up to the top. Now come back down, and what we need to do is go to the center of our hole here at the front, so it's these 2 blocks. We actually need to dig another hole. So let's get out our spade or shovel here. We're going to dig out these 2 blocks here in the center, and then we need to dig this top layer all the way to the back. Now we'll forget that for a second, but we just need to dig this down 3 layers as well. So let's just do these 2 layers first. We might have not have needed to go that far. Let's just fill that last one in. And then just dig this down 1 more layer. So we have a hole here in the center which is 3 deep and 7 blocks long. Now you want to come under this front left piston here. You want to dig a block in the ground and then place your remaining sticky piston there facing upwards. We're going to dig out this block here to the left and then the one behind it. Do exactly the same on the other side here, so that right one and this one here. We're going to get our slime blocks, place it on top of the sticky piston and then place it around it like that, so it's a 2x2. These blocks above here, these 2 dirt blocks, we're going to replace them with our furnaces. So crouch and then right click to place them in there. Same on the other side, there and there. We're going to get 2 of them and place them down in this hole here, so here and here, and then our last ones are actually going to go at the back here, so one here and then the last one there. And we don't really need to go in there at the moment. Now as you can see, that is our sticky piston right there. We're going to leave this block, but we're going to dig out this one just behind it and then place a block at the end here. Get our redstone out. We're going to create like a little stair here of our redstone, so 1, 2, 3. To the left of this redstone, we're going to place a block, then a block to the left of this redstone here, but down 1 level. Then we're going to go back up and place it in front of our furnaces there. On top of these furnaces, place 2 blocks. Behind it, we're going to place 2 redstone there. Repeater coming out of this block, going into that one. On top of this block here, we're going to place a dropper facing upwards, and then we need to place one facing downwards going into this one. So place a block, 1 block above that dropper there. Then we're going to go under here, right click the bottom face, and now it's facing downwards. You want to then destroy this block. We're going to get our comparators, and we're going to dig out this grass block to the left of the droppers here, and we're going to make a comparator come out of this bottom dropper here, going into this block which the torch is on. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side, but what we need to do is place a block to the right of this dropper here, so we can actually extend the signal by 1, and then place your comparator there now. This comparator will actually detect the that dropper there, even though there's a block in between. Now our chest is going to go on top of this block here, which is just behind this comparator here. Place that there, and then to the left of the chest we're going to place 2 of our hoppers going into it, so 1 there and then another one like that. All the funnels should lead up into this chest here. On top of the 2 hoppers we're going to place our rails, and then get your minecart with hoppers, place them on top of the rails. Now our last comparator, what we're going to do is place it coming out of this hopper here, going into this dirt block right there. We're going to just break this block behind the dropper here, and we're going to go down 2 more blocks. And then just so you guys can actually see, it's a lot easier, I'm just going to destroy these blocks there. Now what we want to do is place a half slab on the top half of this hole here. So as you can see, we could place one down the bottom. We want to place it on the top half. Now I didn't actually put it in the materials list by accident, but let's just quickly create one. So it should be simple. So a half slab like that, and then place it on top of the top half of this hole here, so right there. Then get your final redstone and place it on top of the half slab. And then the last thing that we've got to do is open up the top dropper here, place in your crafting table, and then what we need to do is actually place these remaining buttons. So now this will actually work. So we're going to throw in just one of these dirt blocks here. It's going to open up, and then what we need to do is go down into our sticky pistons here and place these buttons on top of the blocks which are above the furnaces here. So now when we actually press this button, we get shut up, and then the door will close. And then the last part to building this would probably be placing blocks above the hopper minecarts here. Now I'm going to explain to you guys how this actually works, and it's very simple. Let's start with our input here with the hopper minecarts. So whenever we throw an item on top of a block that has a hopper minecart below it, it's actually going to suck that item, and that's a really cool feature about hopper minecarts, is they'll suck items which are a block above them. So it's going to select that item in, it's going to go into one of these hoppers here. Now it doesn't matter which one, as long as it sends a signal out through this comparator here. So that item just goes into that chest there, don't worry about that. This comparator will send out a signal which goes into this block here. That powers this redstone, which then powers this top dropper. This sends that item into the dropper below. Now this dropper below is detecting if there's an item in it using these comparators. So we're using a comparator here, check if there's an item in it. If there is, send out a signal, and that's going to turn off these torches on either side here. Unpowering them will basically unpower this redstone here, unpowering this block first, which retracts this piston here. Then after this delay has happened, it's going to retract these 2 pistons here, bringing that retracted piston and that block back in. And it basically does it for all these pistons here as well, so it does exactly the same. And oh, I thought we were stuck there for a second. It does the same for these 2 here, and the same for those there. So that's when it is basically closed like this, and it goes to the open state. Now what happens when it goes back? Well, we start at the open state here, and we want to go to the closed state. Well, it's quite simple. All we want to do is we want to move this item from this bottom dropper back into the top one, because that's what it means when the door is actually closed. So we press one of these buttons here. That simply sends a signal out the back here, powering this block, which powers that dropper there, sending the item back up. But it also powers this redstone here, which, if you remember, under there we're powering that sticky piston, and that pushes those slime blocks upwards, which sends you flying up into the air. So let's go ahead and do that now. And there we go. Now let's go ahead and let's cover this up now. So just for tutorial purposes, I'm going to make it so you can actually see where the input is. But you guys could make some sort of secret input. You can like build this into a pattern on your floor. You could put it in a completely random spot. Maybe this here could be like a corner to something. But yeah, let's just cover this up now. So you don't have to worry about cutting off any redstone either. But there you go. We might also just replace these blocks here with grass as well to make it look even more secret. So like right now, that just looks like 2 planks in the ground. So guys, that is going to end up this redstone tutorial today. Let's go ahead and test it out one more time. So throw an item on there. The secret room is now open. We can go down in here and construct our room, our secret room if we wanted to. And I'm just going to go back up here now. I'm just going to fill in that as well. Go back up. The room is now closed and is completely hidden. So if you enjoyed this tutorial today, make sure you go ahead, hit that like button. If you have any ideas for redstone tutorials, let me know down in the comments below because I do read them, and subscribe to keep up to date with all my latest redstone tutorials. And I will see you guys later. Bye.